EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Indianapolis Colts and the Houston Texans. And we are underway from Houston. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. Upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense the next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. To throw is Rodgers. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention. As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
Pick up the first across midfield to the 47.
To number 84.
A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling. That time the conversion comes courtesy of the RPO.
And know what it did? It moved the sticks. Nice pickup on 3rd down. Even better decision.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 47. Throwing now is Rodgers. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A really nice gain of 25 yards. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. The throw taken in by Sims. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
On the pickup. 2nd and 6.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. Steps away to his left. He'll try and run it. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
And it's 3rd down.
Now a handoff looking right. But he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
First down.
On 1st down, Rodgers. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here, because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again. Rodgers. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. T. Higgins. His first touchdown on the year. And the Colts take it right down and score on the opening drive. And this is good to make it 7-0 Indy.
Good. Makes the score Colts 7. Texans nothing.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
There on first down, going to get him 5 up to the 30.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32.
He's tackled at the 32-yard line.
Murray going to try to throw on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
And boy, down a touchdown already, but they're going to line up to go for it on their side of the field. They do go for it. It's Murray. This is caught by Jackson. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Facing a 4th down, they come away with 18 yards and the first down conversion. Here's Murray from midfield. Short throw underneath to Hurst. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
It's a gain of
so much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And he'll get it down to the play to the 37. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
2nd and 1, if people want to run the football, this is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the gun, Murray. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we get everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and he just got a nice first down there.
And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A great effort there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this football game.
Good.
Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Throwing is Rodgers. He'll buy some time right. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. And now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Escaping the pressure right. He may try and run for this. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. What can't Aaron Rodgers do? The legwork there getting him the first.
I'm not sure he falls under the category of mobile quarterback, but he's athletic enough that if you don't keep your rush lanes intact, he finds a way to hurt you.
As coaches like to say, I wouldn't call him a burner, but enough there in the tank. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Taken down at the 43-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
6 yards left on 2nd down. These two teams all tied after one.
Tied 7-7.
Here on the jet sweep. Well, still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
The Colts on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This time it's 3rd and 3. Finds the open target, Arnold. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. Here we go on 4th down with Rodgers. This one brought in by Jefferson. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th.
First down.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 42-yard line. Now they try the right side here. Kevin King coming up from the secondary to make the play.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
The tackle made by...
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. The Colts on 3rd down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also move the sticks. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11. At the 25-yard line.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Now Rodgers. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. And he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week. 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 20-yard line.
Murray going to throw. That's caught by Jackson. The 30. 10. Touchdown. Houston. Deshaun Jackson, his first touchdown on the year. And the Texans have taken the lead.
Partner, you know the real key is to stop being a good passing attack?
You tell me.
Being able to tackle as soon as a guy catches the football.
Didn't work out there.
No, because when you give up the big run after catch, the rack yardage, that puts your defense in a big-time stressful position.
A lot of rack yardage and a touchdown there on the big play.
Made at the 25-yard line. The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
On 2nd and 7, Rodgers complete. Jefferson the target. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 16 yards, a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Rodgers now on first down. Flushed out right. He'll run it. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
The best quarterbacks that ever played the game all wanted to blend in with their teammates and be one of the guys. But sometimes you got to take modesty and put it aside. You're the franchise quarterback, the face of the team, and the guy that leads them to victory. You have to get down and protect yourself and not take hits like that.
Coming up on a 2nd and 6.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
And it's 3rd down.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
He's tackled.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle, feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run. But the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Now a handoff here to his running back. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down?
9-yard line.
Now Rodgers. Oh, what a juke into space.
And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime.
Week 7 action, and we've got a 7-point game here in the second quarter. And this offense hoping to change that right here.
Now they'll throw with Rodgers. Buying time to his left. They'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave them with 2nd and a yard.
Brings up 2nd and 1. At the 12.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Rodgers being chased out left. This will be caught at about the 5. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. Rodgers going to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Complete.
Justin Jefferson
Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying up this football game.
Good.
Extra point splits the uprights. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
This will make it into the end zone.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And we're under a minute to go here. What's been an even first half all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, just string them together. Could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Murray now on 1st down. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Uchenna Nwosu showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4.
So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a time ball game here heading to break. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. To get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Gotta wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect. But overall, you like what your game plan is showing you.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnover.
And he'll be brought down by the Colts. For the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on third down.
At the 31-yard line.
To throw is Murray. Forced out to his left. And that will be incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in. I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. It's Chris Harris with a pick. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. And they give this time to the tailback. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. A gain of 3, second down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
And he'll give it here to his running back. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. First time they've looked his way in this game. He comes through picking up the first. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line.
Down at the 31.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And they'll get him to the ground, and he has another first down at the Colts 14. Give him 17 on the pickup there, and the Texans also get a new set of downs. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4, 2nd down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
And they give this time to the tailback. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8.
1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up second and goal. So stuffed from the 2. Now what?
You know me pretty well. What do you think I want here?
Play action?
Definitely. Let him get outside and create. And if he has to run it, he has a little bit more space.
And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. A great play there. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Texans have broken the tie. And this one through the uprights and good.
Next the score, Texans 21. Colts 14.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Colts take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it first and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And Rodgers intercepted a third time. It's Chris Harris with a pick. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. That catch good for only a couple.
A gain of 2. Brings up second and 8.
To throw again on second down. Murray. And that'll be incomplete. Murray took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
Well, so much for getting separation. No chance there. Locked down tight, forcing the incompletion on that attempt.
Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. Out of the gun, here's Murray. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Well, and it's picked. Then he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Now a handoff looking right. And space opens a bit as he gets it across the 15 to the 17-yard line.
He was brought down by
a solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Meanwhile,
the throw here is complete. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Got an open man, following Jefferson. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. To throw, it's Rodgers. Flush to his right. Open man here, Sims complete. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Colts, so they've got the football, but they've got work to do, trailing here as we begin the 4th quarter. Rodgers now on 1st down. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
And the Colts first down.
And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line.
He's brought down at the
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
From the 31, Rodgers. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
To go.
The Colts on 3rd down. They've been outstanding. 7 first downs and 8 tries. This is 3rd and 8. Shotgun now for Rodgers.
Middle of the field to Jefferson. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a first down. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the Texans' 13-yard line.
Working from the gun, Rodgers. And he finds a man on the crossing route.
And the Colts are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
9 yards on the play there, and it'll set him up 1st and goal. Now they try the right side here. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Looking at this now, you got a couple more cracks here this close, sneaking.
I don't think you even go into a huddle. Just line up, snap it, and fall in behind those guys into the end zone.
On 2nd and goal, they'll give it to him again. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Rodgers throwing quickly out wide. Now he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown.
Justin Jefferson
with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And he's got it up and through.
That ties the game at 21 apiece.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away.
Made at the 25-yard line. The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 31-yard line.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
A 1st down carry by Elliott. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line.
49-yard line.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
2nd and 9.
Now a handoff looking right. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave them with third and still 7 yards to go.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
The Texans on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 7. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan first down. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Devin Bush in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Second down, and that's complete. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards.
That completion helps out in a nice way. Now they can take a little bit more time, but guess what? They've got to make sure on their throws that they see it open, not just anticipate it.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. To throw is Murray. Going for the deep ball. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. They're going for it. It's Murray. Can't get a throw. He's taken down. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on 4th. And the Colts are going to take over with a football. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They need to get this around the 40 on the other side to get into field goal range. Look at the clock, a decent amount of time here in a tie game. What do?
No panic situation at all. They've got to get a couple of chunk plays, pick up nice bits of yardage.
Target the sidelines.
Target the sidelines because you want to get out of bounds and make sure that clock stops. Because if the clock stays running, that makes things that much tougher for you. It can always bleed out on you.
They try the right side here. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
A 4-yard pickup on the play.
Now a handoff looking right. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
No gain on the play.
Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
Rodgers to throw. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 12 yards there and a first down.
A gain of 12. And the Colts first down.
Now they try the right side here. And he's in for a touchdown. And in the final second, forget overtime. They've just likely won this thing in regulation.
The kicker.
And that score in this time frame, that's like a big reveal at the end of a great movie, isn't it? Out of nowhere, almost, it appears. They get it done. How about that score?
Finishes like this is why we love sports. This is why we love the game of football.
So glad that we got to be here to watch this one.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me, you just go ahead and run out the clock, shake hands, congratulations, and move on. Because now, you're not going to make up for what's happened during the game in this last sequence.
We'll see what they do here in this last sequence.
33-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. And he held on to it, but he probably shouldn't have as they get him behind the line. So they'll quickly now signal for the timeout. And it's definitely not looking good, but at least they'll have one final play to hope for that miracle and get them in the end zone. Murray, one final try. Well, Charles, this one's going to be hard to digest. You take the lead into the fourth quarter, lose that lead. Maybe they felt like they let this one slip away a little bit.
It will definitely feel like